President Obama doesn't get a lot of time off, but when he does, there's a good chance he goes golfing. And the president has played 159 rounds since he took office, including 27 games in his home state of Hawaii. That's according to a CBS News count by Mark Knoller. And the president is in Hawaii this morning, continuing his vacation with the first family. Chip Reid is in Honolulu. Chip, he's played a lot of golf this vacation, huh?
Oh, he sure has, more than ever. You know, Nora and Anthony, early in his first term, the president told CBS News that he wasn't very good at golf, and he didn't play the game because he loved it, but because it was the only way that he could get out of what he called the container, or in other words, the presidential bubble. But during his 5 years in office, he has become increasingly passionate about the game of golf.
The president teed off Thursday at a U.S. Marine base in Hawaii with Prime Minister John Key of New Zealand. During his vacation, President Obama has taken advantage of the island's many breathtaking courses. Early this week, the president and his partners, including old high school friends from Hawaii, played so slowly that the sun went down before he could get to the 18th hole.
I don't think the length of it is necessarily has much to do with his game as it does probably with just the fact that he's enjoying himself with some friends and relaxation on vacation.
Former Obama Chief of Staff Bill Daley has played golf with Presidents Obama and Clinton. More than anything, he says, the course provides an escape from the intense pressure of a 24/7 job.
It's a very different feel for a president, in my opinion, when they're out on a golf course than just about any other place they can go to.
Perhaps that's why all but 3 of the last 18 presidents have played the game. Dwight Eisenhower played 100 rounds a year, 3 times what President Obama has played. He even installed the first putting green outside the Oval Office. Bill Clinton was famous for taking extra strokes that he didn't count, known as mulligans. Both Presidents Bush were well known for racing through 18 holes in record time. In 2003, George W. Bush announced he was giving up golf in solidarity with the troops, but his critics say it was at least in part because of this public relations misstep.
I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
In between tea times, President Obama and his family have enjoyed some rare downtime. Some of their previous vacations have been interrupted by world events, including the December 2009 Hawaii trip when the so-called underwear bomber tried to take down a passenger plane over Detroit. Last year, the fiscal cliff debate forced the president to return to Washington halfway through his vacation. He made it back to Hawaii for a few days after the issue was resolved.
In his 13 days here in Hawaii so far, the president has played golf on 8 of those days, and some of those affairs have been rather long and drawn out, lasting nearly 6 hours. Nora and Anthony?
Chip Reid, thanks, Chip.
You know, he points out that the president has played golf 6 hours for a round of golf. My husband would kill me if we spent 6 hours on a golf course. But, you know, the Bushes were known to play in like 3 hours. Bush Sr. had a record of an hour and 24 minutes once. It was known as aerobic golf.
What is that? That's not golf. That's like running golf.
That is like running golf. Yeah, pretty funny. And, you know, Eisenhower, too. Eisenhower played 800 rounds in his 8 years. There was known that in the Oval Office, apparently, there were holes in the wood floor.
From his steel cleats.
From his steel cleats.
Wow.
Yeah, he was the golfer in chief.